So you know what? I got to thinking the other day, and I wanted to build a tiny home, but I wanted to do something I hadn't really done before. And that's when I kind of realized I have not built an A-frame house before. Like I've seen them built. I think they're awesome. It's just every time I went to build, it's just for whatever reason A-frame houses just went out of my mind. So I decided today I wanted to build a tiny A-frame home, and I think it came out super cute, to be honest. But before we get too far into it, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date on the Sims 4 content that I post. That being said, this is a very bright and happy type home. I think I was just in a really good mood when I built this. I use a lot of yellow, a lot of bright colors, very airy and happy, and just gives you a good mood. You know, it's really, really funny to watch your builds, and sometimes you can just tell what kind of mood you were in when you built it. You know, sometimes they're all bright and happy and cheerful, you were in a great mood, and then sometimes you build a graveyard with like 1,000 headstones from real Sims that you killed in a fire there, and you can just tell maybe your mood was not quite that bright and cheery. But apparently I was in a really good mood when I built this house, and I actually really enjoy it. I think it came out pretty cute. It is a tiny home. I don't remember how the tiers go, but it's the smallest tiny home you can have. So we're working with just 32 tiles here. And you know what? It has everything your sim needs. And you know, a few little extras, and I think it came out. I know I already said this, but I think it came out really cute. It's meant to be kind of a gardeny type home. I end up putting a garden out in it, and a bunch of flowers, and a little flower bed, and really, what it comes down to is ever since cottage living has been announced, I keep building these houses that have some type of farming theme to them, and I think I need help. Someone needs to come and help me. I don't think I can wait for the cottage living expansion pack to come out. I need it out today. I need to play this pack. I am so ridiculously excited for this pack. But yeah, so I guess I'm just in kind of a farming country style mood, and I guess that's what we have here. So yes, I you know what? I like the brick backsplash in kitchens. I don't know why. I don't know why that's my thing lately, but I really really like those that brick backsplash, and I think it goes really cute here. I've tried to add a little decoration in the kitchen. I don't want to add too much because it is a small house, and I don't want to make it feel like overly cluttered, if that makes sense. But I do want it to look like someone lived here. I use these little herbs from, I believe this is the one from the magic pack. I keep trying to call it Making Magic, and I know in Sims 4 it's not Making Magic, but it's some other type of magic pack. Gosh, what is the name of that magic pack? I can't remember. Anyway, I love those herbs that were in it. And you know what? Okay, look, I know Back to Batu is not the favorited pack by everyone, but some of the build mode items in Back to Batu are pretty cool, and they also have those little flowery herbs on them. And I don't know. I think it's really cute. Now, this build does not have a living room because yeah, space is an issue here, but it does have a TV. Your sim can lay in the bed and watch TV. Your sim can sit at the table, sit on the bed, and it also has a desk with a computer. So I mean, it's not a completely I don't want to say useless, but your sim has stuff that they can do here to connect to the outside world, I guess is the right word I'm looking for. But yes, so this is just a fun little happy build. I'm really really excited about it. I'm just sitting here waiting on getting to the outdoor garden part of this build, because that is really really cute. The garden, the outside part is what makes this build, which I put this build in Brindleton Bay on the lot that is kind of near that private fishing hole. Well, not really private. All the flippin' townies just come to that fishing hole. But I put it kind of there where there's not really a whole bunch of neighbors. And I don't know, it's almost like a little secret hideaway garden. And I can imagine like a woman living here who just loves plants, like a vegetarian, want to be close to nature, wants to grow all the plants type person, if that makes sense. And yeah, this is just a really, really cute build. I put the little hats and coat and farming tools in there because I needed to put something on the walls. I mean, come on. I wanted to use those little keys because I really, really like the aesthetic of those little keys, but I end up not being able to find a spot for it in this build. But yeah, you know what? The interior, I think it has its own charm, so to speak. It has its own little way about it. Now, I thought about adding solar panels up here to the top because, I could see that, but I end up not really being able to make it fit right. So I just go ahead and move on to the exterior and the landscaping. And you know what? The interior is great. I love the interior of this build, don't get me wrong, but I think the exterior is kind of what really makes this build pop. Okay. It's kind of the, I don't want to say the focus, but it's a good chunk of why I love this little build. It and the colors are just so happy and yellow. And I know I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself at a certain point, but I mean, they really are. Like, this is a really happy build. I did toy with the idea of making it pink because I just felt like this is a lot of yellow, okay? But I don't know. I really, really liked the yellow. And like I said, I make this a garden. So we have like a little garden here where we plant cabbages. Of course, when you actually download this to gameplay, you can very easily, get rid of the cabbages and put your own crops in there. I used a little white picket fence, which I just love. I've been using the debug fences lately, but I wanted to try to use like I don't want to call it a real fence, but a fence that's, not in debug menu. Oh my gosh, look, my cord got wrapped around my microphone. I toyed with the idea of trying to make this an actual garden and put like apple trees and stuff like that in it already with the scarecrow, but I eventually decided that would probably be more fun for the user to do than me. So I did just put the cabbage plants in, and of course you can very, very easily change this up when you download it to play. But I was just stuck on yellow. I don't know why. I guess I was just happy. But I was stuck on yellow. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with the exterior now. I do add maple trees and stuff like that. I do try to keep my builds looking similar to the world around them. So if I build a lot on Brindleton Bay, I'll try to use stuff from Cats and Dogs and the plants and stuff that were in that pack to make it look like it belongs in that world. Um, but sometimes I also like to go a little crazy. So, and I kind of think that's what I'm at here. So here we have our little sunflower bed where you can grow sunflowers and other plants and stuff, and it's just so happy. It's such a happy lot. Like I feel like the sim who lives here needs to have the planting aspiration. They need to be cheerful. They oh gosh, having a green thumb's not a thing in The Sims anymore, is it? Oh gosh, what game? I wanted to say it was Sims 3 where you could have the green thumb trait in your Sims. Can I just talk about the Sims 3 traits for a minute? Like, don't get me wrong, I do think in a lot of ways The Sims 4 was an improvement on The Sims 3, but I miss the traits, okay? I really miss all the different traits you could have in The Sims 3. Like there were so many, and they were so cool, and you could have 5 of them. And it would be stuff like technophobe or green thumb or different stuff like that, stuff that would actually drive your Sims. And it's I don't know. I do miss a lot of things from Sims 3. Like I said, I I'm not at a point where I do think The Sims 4 is an improvement on The Sims 3 in a lot of ways, but I there are things from The Sims 3 that I miss. But this is my final build here. Now, look, I have never seen this item before in the debug menu. I swear, every time I go into debug, I find new things. I had never seen that, where it's like these trees are leaning together over like a little canopy. And I just thought that was really, really cute. The whole build in general is really cute. You've got your little flower garden here. You've got your big garden for like vegetables and stuff. You have your house kind of covered in flowers. It almost kind of reminds me of like a little cottage. Like a cottage out in the woods, except this isn't a cottage out in the woods. You've got plenty of stuff for your sim to do. You've got a little bathroom. I never make my bathrooms anything much. You have your little kitchen with the herbs and everything. And like I said, the lot I put it on, if you zoom out, there's like nobody here. It's like a hidden little lot with your own little fishing hole over there. So, very much kind of a cute little build. I really, really like this build. I might put this build in like a let's play or something that I do, because this build just really speaks to me. But anyway, that is the end of this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, again, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will see everyone next time. Bye.